people wonder, they say shall never end. The hidden truth is coming out small, small. They said Ebony have blasted her uncle, telling him that he promised her Queen Naomi's position in the palace. You can imagine that. They promise you another woman's position in her matrimonial home, and you left your own husband that you have a child for, or you have a daughter with, to come and destroy Queen Naomi's own so that you get that position. Unfortunately, they said you have failed. Yes, so from what we are hearing, they said there is this position they called, is it a Aya Odudua? I don't know what it means, but I think it means the head of wife. So I don't know, but it's a very big position. The Kabiyesi decided that before the full moon ritual, Queen Naomi will be reinstated as the Aya Odudua. And ever since that declaration, Ebony, they said, have locked herself inside her room. This time in her father's house. So this is no longer the time they said Kabiyesi will say, okay, all of you will leave. She will be there, dragging, bragging. Now nothing will happen. Her elders will come through for her. Not anymore. They said even some of these elders have traveled overnight. They traveled overnight when she needed them the most. They say some of them no longer picks her call. So this only one uncle that she can easily go to her house. They said that their aunt, the particular aunt that have been warning her, but she refused to listen because of her greedy. They said this aunt happens to be the particular aunt that called Blow Blow to order when Blow Blow was overdoing it. When the elders were using Blow Blow because they know that Blow Blow is powerful and smart, they were using her. Blow Blow did not know. It was this same aunt of theirs that called Blow Blow and told Blow Blow that, you see this thing that you are doing, you are going to regret it. Because you are favored to be married to the king, but you don't want to utilize the opportunity. You want the enemies of the king to use you to get to him. You are going to regret it all. They said after this aunt advised Blow Blow severally, Blow Blow decided to make a U-turn. And that is why Blow Blow is not crying today. Even though she is not Kabiyesi's favorite, but at least she is not in the bad book of the king. But this same aunt again also told Ebony, but Ebony was so blinded with jealousy and greedy. She was so jealous of Queen Naomi because she was in the palace to witness the kind of love that Kabiyesi was showering on Queen Naomi. She saw everything firsthand. Firsthand, she was there. I'm sure she was one of those people that went to go and marry Queen Naomi and pay her bride price and bring her back into the palace. She saw how much Kabiyesi loves Queen Naomi and she wanted to be in Queen Naomi's position. She wanted to take what belongs to Queen Naomi. And she started working it out with the elders. They said Ebony have invested enough money on those elders just because of this quest of taking Queen Naomi's position, of which that same money, if she have used it in her charity organization, more people would have loved her more. Or if she have invested it in something serious, she would have made so much interest from the money. They said this uncle, there is nothing that he will open his mouth and tell Ebony, and Ebony will not do it with immediate effect, all because he promised her Queen Naomi's position. You can imagine that. Now, from what we are hearing, they said when Ebony refused to come out, when she refused to eat, when she refused to do anything, they say it started affecting her boy. The boy is still too young because I think the boy is still breastfeeding and all of that. So they said the boy even fell sick. They have to call the aunt because the aunt is still around. They said it was that aunt who gathered some elders in the palace, in their family, letting them know that it is high time they stop using these women against the king. That if they want to fight the king, they should go and fight the king directly and not fighting through the women that got married to the king. that the king did not do anything wrong by marrying them. Okay, look at the position. Look at how Ebony is right now. The Ebony that is always bold, always outspoken, always strong, that she have break down completely emotionally. For days now, her condition is not good from what we are hearing, if the information is true, or because she have failed. Yes, because at this point, it is obvious that she have failed woefully. The last opportunity that she thought she was going to utilize to mess things up was also exposed. That was that virgin girl. Remember the virgin girl they said Ebony contacted and promised to give the girl 200,000. As a matter of fact, they said they have even made the transfer. They've made the transfer of 200,000 to the girl's account, of which that is what the mother used to come to their house and expose her. You know, giving the girl beads. They said the bead is black and white in a clay pot, that she should wear it that day. And her reason for doing that is just to block Queen Naomi's destiny. It's just to make sure that that ritual did not go the way it's supposed to go. But unfortunately, it was also exposed. All their evil plans to stop Queen Naomi's reunion with the king was exposed. And she was devastated. That was why they said she had been on her own for days now. And the aunt cares so much. That was how they said the aunt now called all the elders, also brought Ebony out of the room to come and be part of the meeting. It was during this meeting they said, Ebony said, allegedly, that her uncle, sorry, that particular uncle there, promised her Queen Naomi's position if only she will meet up with the terms and conditions, which is bringing money for everything that they wanted to do, including going to Babalawo, going to native doctors and all of that, of which Ebony, they said, have been doing. She have lost a whole lot of money all because of this. And at the end of the day, she ended up getting nothing. It was because of this same promise that this uncle made to her that made her to start calling her son the crown prince of the land the moment the boy arrived. She started calling the boy the crown prince, even when they were cautioning her, letting her know that Tadenikawo is there, Oletik's son is there. Why calling this boy this? Why creating unnecessary enmity between these children? Because one thing about this is that if they have not stopped her from all of this, the thing will linger. When the boy will grow up, he will grow up with intention, with the mindset that I am the crown prince, and it will bring a very big problem. It was all because of this same uncle. And at this point, they said the uncle was telling Ebony, am I Kabiesi? Are you a baby? I promised you someone's position. I thought it was going to work. But at this point, can't you see that what Kabiesi feels for Queen Naomi is something that no one can fight? But the aunt was like, why did you even promise her that at first? And the uncle was saying, is she a baby? Don't she have a mindset of her own? Can't she see how much Kabiesi loves Queen Naomi? Wasn't she in that palace to see all of that? My people, this is what happens to greedy people. This is what happens to greedy people. You were there. You wanted what Queen Naomi had. Unfortunately, this is how it is right now, if all the information we are hearing is the truth. Anyway, guys, I just hear this and I said, let me come and bring it to you. Don't forget, they are all alleged unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as facts unless you verify them, okay? Thanks for watching. Please do well to subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Share this video and give my video a thumbs up. I love you guys. Bye. See you.